Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. And this is Dee Fernandez, your tarot reader, your psychic, astrologer, and your past life regression practitioner. Yeah, let's get into it. And Sagittarius, keep what fits and leave the rest out, right? And yeah, let's get into it. And just as I wanted to bring this up real quick about the Lionsgate that we know they said happened on the 8th. 8-8, right? 8 is a Leo number because the Strength card, right, in the tarot is the number 8. But you know, the Lionsgate, a lot of people get kind of, you know, excited about it. But you know, I've conferred with a couple of astrologers. It's more modern. It's more entertainment than it is actually really about astrology or anything like that. Yeah, so if you didn't feel anything, you know, over the Lionsgate, there was a few days it was supposed to encompass, I think until the 11th, then, you know, then that's why. All right. I don't mean that everybody's all excited about it, but I'm like, well, yeah, okay. So let's see what we have here. It's kind of a hype. It is. And bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. Somebody's going back and forth here, or kind of, you know, interpreting something, or hey, which one's better, or just anything like that, or how can this turn out? Two of Pentacles. Yeah, let's see what these cards have to say for Sagittarius. Please, let's see what we got. Sorry about the noise here. And we have listen to reality. All right, so this is something happened here, Sagittarius, that like a powerful realization, because the polar bear is laying on this really thin man. And he is interesting how his tummy's sticking out. Men don't really have tummies, in my opinion, but hey, you know, it's sticking out here, almost like, you know, something new wants to emerge, right? Listen to reality. There could be something new here for you. There definitely could. But it's something that somebody cannot ignore. It's like the elephant in the room, right? Or the bull in the china shop, kind of. But especially the elephant in the room, right? Let's see what else. We have enjoy the mystery. Yeah, this is really cool because it's about something very interesting in your life, and but that you can't ignore it. So if there's something you don't understand, you know, you can try and, you know, maybe understand it, of course, but don't get, you know, don't get too kind of I don't know, impatient with yourself because there's a lot of mystery and you don't know what to make of something, or like that, because this is enjoy the mystery. And you know, life has mystery, and if it didn't have any mystery, we'd all be bored to tears. Yeah, I'd be like, well, this is going to happen, and this is going to happen, and that's going to happen, and tomorrow I wake up at right at 7:30, I do this. And you know, I mean, it doesn't mean we don't need routine, but there always has to be some mystery in life. There sure does. And we have you are unique. So this is about somebody who like is doing something different, and maybe they didn't. It's possible they didn't really like themselves, because they're kind of comparing these two ladies. They're twins, really, and they're both wearing, or that's the same lady even, and kind of, you know, maybe comparing, you know, like, oh, well, maybe I'm not good enough, but it's that this is talking about being authentic and unique, right? And sometimes, you know, we feel like we're different, right? And that we don't maybe fit in. You're not supposed to fit in. You're supposed to, you are supposed to fulfill your soul's intention in this life. You're not supposed to fit in and conform. No, you're not. It's very Aquarius, right? Aquarius is the nonconformist and the trendsetter, we could say, and also the very unique and eccentric, you know, freedom lover and inventor. That's where the uniqueness kind of comes from. Yeah. Okay. So let's get into this here. A lot of people, when they were inventing something, a lot of people say, "Don't waste your time on that. We can't do that." And right. But let's see what else we have. So we have evolve. It's okay to grow. Yeah. See, somebody grew here, but they grew with some major kind of powerful realization. The polar bear's on top of the guy. So that powerful realization was like a heavy burden, or like, wow, God, that's kind of bothersome, or yeah, something bothered somebody, and it was really about the truth. Somebody learned the truth about something that that they need to accept change or something like that, enjoy the mystery, or just go with the flow of life, perhaps, right? Yeah, and and stop thinking that you have to be like everybody else, because this "you are unique" card means that. You don't have to be like everybody else, right? But as I said, people who are a little bit different sometimes, they can be geniuses for sure. Sometimes they might feel funny, right? Unless they have a lot of maybe Sag or Aquarius or whatever in their chart. Yeah, let's see what else we have. And we have the Ghost. Commune with your guides. This can be about kind of, yeah, talk to your guides, right? But he's seeking light, right? He's holding the lantern. It's got the sheet over his head. So this is about somebody who is trying to understand this, right? Commune with your guides. Yeah, and that's a 7, 34. So 7s are about figuring stuff out, right? Yeah. All right. So somebody's dealing with mystery here, but they're growing. So that's the most important thing, right? Yeah. All right. So we had that 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. If you guys want to get a psychic reading with me, I always check my accuracies. I always do. And I pride myself on my work, and they are. And you choose the formatting, video recording or a live call. The live calls are the most fun, but hey, if you want a video, we could do that. We can also record the the live call. And if you don't understand somebody, or you need your own insight, or regarding somebody else, you just don't know where they're coming from, or maybe you just met them, right? Yeah, it's a good idea to get one of those. The psychic combo. Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading, and I do past life readings. Those are super empowering for your own evolution, for you to evolve. Yes, they are. That's what they're for, right? That's what the South and the North Node is about, right? The South Node is your past life, and that is about what you need to learn from and move away from. Move beyond, evolve, and to reach your higher self, which would be the North Node. So they're on that axis, right? So we start, Sagittarius, and everything's in the description box. We start here with Temperance. We have the Emperor, the Moon, the Star, and the Hierophant. So here we have, 50% of major arcana. So it's a major reading already, right? I feel like when we see this card here that starts the oracle spread, listen to reality, we already know it's a major reading, right? Yeah, reality is important, because we have to, wake up in our birthday suit every day and deal with it. Yes, we do, right? Yeah. So let's see. We start with Temperance, the Emperor, and the Moon. This is about somebody, you, Sagittarius, or them, or this other person, that is taking control of their life because they learned something. They learned something about themselves or a situation they were in, but it's really about their life. And they go, I don't want my life to be like this. And we're always supposed to pay attention to what we want, because it's easier to manifest that. I want blah, blah, blah. And I feel like in this reading, somebody wants you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure here. Now, if we want to look at this in terms of, interesting, we don't have any cups in the reading though, but if you, we have the 8 of Cups, that's not true, but if you want to look at this from a career standpoint, this could be like you're at a job you despise, and but you're a little afraid to maybe leave, so you have to learn to enjoy the mystery right here. This is Einstein, so we're going to study him. Interesting thing about Einstein is they said that he was autistic when he was little or something, or they thought he was mentally retarded, or mentally challenged, or slow, or whatever, whatever proper term you guys use out there, but and definitely he wasn't, right? Yeah. And so, yeah, this could be about a job or just your life. You realize that you can't keep like doing something in your life. You're like, I can't, or this person. Either one. If it's love, it could be the other person for sure. I can't keep doing this in my life. I need to listen to reality here, and I'm evolving. And if I accept this or go along with it, then I'm able to grow. Yeah, we can't grow when we're in the same. No. So, Yeah, it's really interesting how that is. But yeah, all right. We have Temperance and the Emperor. The Emperor's in the challenge, so he's trying to take care of business here. And the Emperor is all about reality, and he's all about structure. Yeah, and laying out, just making his life smoother and better, more practical, and with structure. We have the moon with it. So the moon is here twice, and here it is next to the other moon. We have to cover the star before I get in trouble here. Oh my goodness, I didn't see that. Uh, yeah, and so the moon is here. Um, yeah, interesting the star here, because I had to say this while it's on my mind. Aquarius, it rules this card, and Aquarius is about being authentic and real and unique. And just they don't they are they they're a little different sometimes. I've known plenty of Aquarians, and they can be geniuses for sure. And here she's naked, so she's being real about herself. She's being authentic, right? And that's what Aquarius is. That's why some people will say, "Oh, they're different. Some people. I heard somebody saying something mean that Aquarius is a long time ago. An astrologer, I would never say who it is, and she was saying, her and her astrologer colleague were saying that that Aquarians were weird. I'm like, gee, you guys snobs or what? This is strange. And that's really kind of a terrible thing to say, because every sign has its higher and lower qualities. That's just how it is, right? Even theirs, yeah. But yeah, here's the star being naked and very authentic and just real about somebody's being real in this reading, right? And we know it because we have listened to reality. So the moon is here, and this is about somebody who is trusting their intuition here. But the problem here with the moon and the challenge is that somebody is a little like they're afraid a little bit. They're a little confused, and they have some doubts and fears. And I can understand why they would. We have the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Ten of Swords in the reading. So those are three challenging cards, right? On some level, however you look at it, this is always a bit of a challenge, Seven of Swords, or controversial, I should say, maybe, or. But here, the moon, somebody has doubts and fears about whether or not they can kind of reshape their life or reshape a relationship with you. That's what this is about. And put things in order. Maybe there was a lot of chaos with somebody, Sagittarius. The Emperor with the moon can show us that somebody was experiencing chaos, or nothing was like just, not just disorganized, but there's another word. Just everything was like all over the place. And, sometimes we have relationships like that, right? But that's what really this is about. So we start, the overall energy is Temperance, and that is you, Sagittarius, most likely in this reading. And I feel like this person has doubts and fears about whether or not they can maybe put their relationship back together with you. That could be the case here. And you might be healing here. Look at it a different way here. There's lots of ways to read these cards. There really are. Right? But you could be healing. Somebody could be, they can't heal the situation with you. That could be their doubts here and fears. And the moon, we'll get a card on the moon. Even though I have this other moon, I just want to see what might pop up here. Yeah. And we have the Three of Swords reversed. Wow. Well, let me see if I flip these cards. No, that is a real reversal. Yeah, legitimate, right? Three of Swords reversed. Yeah, this person could have broke your heart. Maybe you broke theirs, or there could have been third party here. And somebody realizes, listen to reality. I want to be with Sagittarius instead. Or if it's you, Sagittarius, I want this other career, or I want this person. But, when we see the Three of Swords reversed in the reading, if it's not about a third party or, a heartbreak, then it's about, it's just about, like, I want things that make me feel good, right? I want to have a life where I feel like I'm growing. Yeah. And we have that. We have evolve, right? So, yeah, Seven of Swords, though, it looks like there might have been a third party here, or this person has hurt you. Definitely with the Three of Swords, right? Yeah, and so now we have the Seven of Swords, and that's sitting in the past. We'll get a card on it. Next to the Ten of Swords, it looks like somebody planned to walk away from something right here. And the Six of Swords with it. Yeah, and begin their transition. Right? Yeah, begin to go in the other direction. And that's already happened in this reading. Yeah, I'm pretty sure here. So now with this person, somebody is seeing themselves as being in the Ten of Swords energy. Ouch, right? Who wants to be in that energy, right? But that can be that, sometimes that means the worst is over. I feel like it is in this reading. So whatever happened here, I feel like somebody walked away from somebody right here. 6, 7, and 10 of Swords. And they could be walking back to you, Sagittarius. 8 of Cups reversed. Yeah, this is a very cool reading, a very deep reading. Let's get a card with the Ten of Swords and see how somebody is seeing themselves here, or their mindset, which is the same thing, really. We have the Magician reversed. OMG. There's like only a few, and they're coming out. Reversals, right? So this is how somebody sees themselves. Wow. This could be like completely like not in a good place. Ten of Swords. It could be something ended because they were a trickster, or they see themselves as experiencing an ending. A Ten of Swords, maybe they are the perpetrator, the one who ended something, but experiencing an ending with the Magician reversed. It could be that somebody played their cards wrong here, like they didn't manifest the right thing that they were supposed to, according to divine law, because we have listened to reality here. So somebody realized they did something majorly wrong and that they have to change it. Now, they could have been a liar. They could be 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords, Magician. Definitely could have been a liar here in this reading. But it can be like, I'm seeing myself as not so hot now because I had to go through some type of really harsh ending. And there could have been betrayal here. 3 of Swords and 10 of Swords, they're kind of close here. There could have been actual betrayal in this reading. Yeah, and the 8 of Cups reversed is in the near future, but the thing is, I don't really like to, there's no perfect place for the near future, because it can mean today, it can mean now, it can mean tomorrow or next month, right? But this isn't anything I don't think that's happening far away at all, far off. No. Let's get a card on that near future with the World card. Yeah, there's some type of a major cycle ending, and this is about evolution right here. So somebody is evolving and they're returning to you. It looks like, or Sagittarius, you are returning to your higher self. Don't laugh at that, right? Some people laugh and they make comments. I'm like, gee, that's the most important thing in your life. That's what the North Node in your natal chart is about. Yes. So we have the Evolve card, right? And that's okay. So maybe you are returning to your higher self here. It's like, we make mistakes in our lives and we come back to who we really, when we grow, that's the truth. That's who we really are. Right? That's what the past life readings are about too. Yeah, they help you really grow and evolve and become your true self, your highest potential, right? The Hierophant is the concern. Now, this person may want to marry you, but there could be a marriage that has ended here, that has died, that has gone south for sure. Yeah. Something has definitely ended. 10 of Swords is a completion, and it sits right here in how somebody is seeing themselves. They're seeing their life, right? 8 of Wands in the environment. Okay, this is the psyche, right? It's not, could be a physical environment. Sometimes it can, but this is about somebody's feelings, and these cards get into reading feelings, right? Yeah, they read events sometimes, but they read the psyche most importantly, right? So 8 of Wands here, and this is with the Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody coming with an offer of love, Sagittarius. Unless this is you returning to some career that you really want or that you never went for, because you thought that maybe people would, we have this You Are Unique card, that people would kind of like, I don't know, you had to conform to what somebody else wanted for you. Usually Sagittarians are not conformists, no, because we are ruled by the 9th house of adventure and faraway travel, faraway lands, and so enthusiasm and expansion. So expansion does not, resonate with conforming. No, not at all. In its kind of psychological aspect or context, right? No, it doesn't. All right, Knight of Swords, Sagittarius, in your hopes and fears, right? And this is, I hope it works out for me, because he's definitely, determined to have this Knight of Swords. What he wants with the Queen of Pentacles, this could be this person. It could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. That is like, in the hopes and fears. I hope I can do this. I hope I can conquer. It's not conquer in this egotistical way. It's I hope I can make my dreams come true with my fierce action. Yeah, with my assertiveness, with my determination. Yeah. And in the potential outcome is the Naked Lady. And this is the Star. This is somebody who's being, this is the last card in the reading. The first card is listen to reality. The last card is the Star. This is somebody who is reaching for the stars, reaching for the life that they really want, the person they really want. The person, I believe that they are, if this is about love for sure, they are connected at a soul level. I'm pretty sure here. So, but yeah, and and somebody in this reading could have been like, wow, this is a trip, because we have enjoy the mystery, and he's kind of pondering there. But the Star card means that somebody is definitely inspired by their evolution, inspired by who they are, and inspired now by kind of accepting that to be yourself, to really live this life fully, and to reach for really what you want, and to be with the person you want is the most important thing. That's what this Star is about here, sitting in the potential outcome. It's a beautiful card. Can also, promote here, support healing with this person. If this is about love, the Star can support healing and a new beginning, definitely. And this reading is really cool. I feel like it is. It's very deep. And this reading is telling somebody's feelings. In love, it is explaining somebody's feelings here perfectly, where they realize that they've made the wrong choices in love thus far. Yeah, thanks so much for joining me here. And please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me to keep these videos coming, Sagittarius, with the YouTube algorithm, right? And also, if you want to get a reading with me, they are lots of fun, you guys. Thanks so much.